Hi, Pat Myers here. We are working on the first piece of the 12 pieces of a great children's church classroom puzzle. So, in case you're just joining us, it's one of our digital products at 3john4resources.com. The link to the website is down in the description and you can click and go look at it. We're just going to do the first piece today, which is the greeting. And you may think, hello, I know how to greet a child coming into my classroom. And of course, who doesn't know how to greet somebody, right? But it's such a big piece. It's a thing that could get skipped over if you're hectic, if things are crazy, if people are bombarding your door, if you had a crazy morning at home before you went to church that day, if, somebody's crying in the background, all that kind of stuff. It can make it to where you just get them checked in and go. And nowadays, of course, a lot of the bigger churches especially have the electronic check-in, so you're not even part of that. They just show up at your door. And the greeting is critical. Philippians 4:21 says, greet all God's people in Christ Jesus. And I take that pretty literally. The word all means all, the big people, the short people, the children from the well-to-do parents and the not well-to-do parents. Maybe the child that doesn't smell so good gets a big greeting too. Maybe the children of the workers in your children's ministry get a great greeting, but the ones where the parents don't work, maybe, never mind, I won't even say that. Just thinking all. And it needs to be a great greeting. It needs to be something that they feel really, really welcomed. And there's a few pieces of that, simple pieces. The first one seems a little obvious to me. Maybe it'll seem obvious to you, but eye contact. You don't just want to say, okay, Jimmy, come in, and that's the end of it. They just come in. You want to greet them, look them in the eye, speak their name, give them a hug if you're a hugger, or if that's okay in your church, or give them a high five, or make it a little personal, ask them how their week was, maybe compliment something they have on, anything that makes it personal. And by all means, without fail, greet the child first. Don't greet the parents first. You think, wow, that might be rude. No, it isn't. Nothing is more pleasurable to a parent than someone loving on their kiddo. So you greet the child first. Get down, squat down. If you can't, if your knees are bad or your back is bad or if there's 400 other reasons that you can't, just lean over, bend over, make sure that they're looking up at you, get them right in the eye, and use their name. Think I don't know all their names. Well, if you have an electronic check-in system, they have their name on the label, so that's easy. And if you don't and you need to write out their label and you can't remember their name, ask them their name. It's fine. I know I used to walk through the hallways and see the kiddos, and it was my big goal to know all the names of all the kids. And we had a lot of kids, so it was a big goal. But I actually did meet that goal, but every now and then a name will escape you, and there's nothing wrong with saying, hey, handsome, how are you today? Or, hey, princess. It's in their mind, you called their name. So, use that if you want to, but if you have to fill out a name tag, just ask them and then use it. Your name's Colin. Hey, Colin, how are you today? To them first. The parents can wait. But then greet the parents. Definitely do. Maybe ask them if things are okay, if they seem distraught. You can't get into a 10 or 15-minute conversation right there. You have children. That's why you're there. That's the whole purpose. But definitely give them a greeting as well. Another point is never. This is all in caps, bold letters, with asterisks pointing and bombs and arrows. Don't ever greet your problem children with a negative comment like, boy, I hope we do well today. Remember last week? We're not going to do that again. None of that. Where else should this child be but in children's church or Sunday school or whatever you call your program? Nowhere else. They need to have the same greeting that your favorite little blonde-headed dude with the dimples gets. Yes, that's my downfall, dimples. You get away with murder in my class if you have dimples. I have to work on that. Anyway, no negativity to those kiddos. They get the same loving greeting, using their name, looking them in the eye, giving them a great big high five or a handshake or whatever funny way you greet, tousle their hair, whatever you do. They need to be welcomed, and you need to know that they know that you're thrilled that they're there. And the parents need to hear that you're thrilled that they're there. That is critical. It's super, super critical. And you can't greet the children of your friends better than the children of people you don't know. It's hard to not because they come in, Miss Pat, and they know you really well. but all the other kiddos get the same enthusiasm from you, even if the kid isn't as enthusiastic. I think that's it for the greeting. Oh, I've got some suggestions in the book, like taking a whole month and doing a greeting checkup, and there's little secrets that I have in there. One of them is to have a friend of yours or a family member that doesn't go to your church visit, just happen by as a visitor and let them come through and see how they get treated. Somebody with kids is a big deal so that they can give you feedback, and I've got some specific questions in the book that you can ask them and all of that. That'll help you maybe do that whole checkup thing. It's important. It's super, super important. It's a critical first step. And of course, it has to move smoothly. And you have all your safety things that you have to do too. But the greeting can't be left out, giving them a heartfelt greeting in Christ Jesus. So that's the first piece of the puzzle. Click subscribe and like and all that stuff so that you can get the notifications for the rest of the pieces of the puzzle. And definitely jump on our website and check it out. If you have questions or comments, you can always email us through there. And that'll be great. I'll see you in the next video.